If you're writing papers, thesis, dissertation, or manuscript, one of the easiest ways to lose momentum is citation interruption. You're writing well, building an argument, and then suddenly you stop to search for a source, format a citation, update the reference list, and make sure that style is correct. That may sound minor, but it happens repeatedly. And over time, that interruption becomes one of the hidden reasons academic writing slows down. So the better question is how to cite without constantly breaking the flow of writing. Most people in academic circles already use some kind of citation workflow. Some still do it manually, which is a bad idea. They search for the source, copy the reference details, paste them into the document, and format everything by hand. Others use citation managers like Zotero, EndNote, Mendeley, or RefWorks. These tools are widely used because they let you insert citations and generate bibliographies from inside word processors rather than rebuilding reference manually. So this is not a new category. The real issue is how smooth the workflow feels while you are actively drafting. And that is where the difference starts to matter. A good citation workflow should do 5 things. First, it should let you add in-text citation from inside the draft. Second, it should help you review the source before you cite it. Third, it should keep your references connected to the paper you write. Fourth, it should build the bibliography or reference list without forcing you to reconstruct it later. And fifth, it should let you switch citation styles without reformatting everything manually. Traditional citation managers already do much of this. Zotero, for example, lets users insert citations directly from Word and Google Docs and support in-text citations, footnotes, endnotes, and bibliography generation. But even with this tool, people still run into friction when the citation process feels too detached from the actual drafting moment. That is why some writers now prefer a more integrated writing environment where drafting, source handling, and citation insertion happen closer together. Instead of writing in one place, managing references in another, and formatting in a third, the goal is to keep as much of the process as possible inside the same workflow. That does not mean the older tools are bad. In many academic departments, Zotero, EndNote, Mendeley remain standard and highly effective. It simply means that some writers want a workflow that feels more continuous while they are drafting. So here's a workflow I would recommend regardless of the platform. Write the point first, then highlight the exact sentence or section that needs evidence. Review the source before citing it. Insert the citation from inside the document. Let the bibliography build as you go, and only change citation style when the target journal, department, or course requires it. That sequence matters because citations should support the argument. They should not constantly interrupt the argument. If you really want to keep your workflows in the same place, this is where tools like Jenni AI becomes worth mentioning as another option. So Jenni AI is newer than tools like Zotero and EndNote, but it's trying to solve a slightly different problem. It combines your drafting, your source use, and citation handling inside the same writing workspace. Its materials describe in-text citations, support for sources from its own library, reference list generation, and broad citation style coverage. So if you are the kind of writer who wants to highlight text, pull up relevant sources, review them, insert the citation, and keep moving without bouncing across multiple tools, that is where a platform like Jenni AI can feel more efficient. The important point is not that it replaces the traditional citation managers. It is that it offers a more integrated writing workflow for people who prefer that model. And what I like about that approach is continuity. A good workflow should reduce interruptions while preserving accuracy. You still need to verify the source that supports the claim. You still need to choose the right citation style. You still need to take responsibility for the final document. But when the workflow is more integrated, the citation step feels less like a derailment and more like part of the writing process itself. But let me make one distinction clearly. The issue is not the citations themselves. Citations are part of the rigorous academic writing. The issue is the friction it causes. When adding citations becomes a separate task instead of part of the writing workflow, you end up switching constantly between drafting, source checking, and formatting. That slows the paper down and raises the chance of inconsistency. So if you're trying to improve how to handle citations and academic writing, think in terms of workflows, not only the tools you're using. Manual citation formatting is the slowest and most fragile approach. Traditional citation managers like Zotero, EndNote, Mendeley, and RefWorks are still strong options and remain widely used in academic settings. And newer integrated tools like Jenni AI are also useful when you want citation insertion and source handling to stay closer to the draft itself. So, good academic writing is about reducing friction at the exact point where the process usually slows down. Citations are one of those points. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.